Good morning, everyone. I'd like to call this meeting of the House Tourism, Recreation, and Economic Development Committee to order. Josh, would you please take the roll?
Chair Daly,
Here.
Rep Bellman,
Designation.
Rep Boyd,
Designation.
Rep Brennan, Rep Cepeda Freitas,
Here.
Rep Serrato,
Designation.
Rep Powell,
Designation.
Rep Prokopiak,
Designation.
Rep Rivera,
Designation.
Rep Rusnak,
Designation.
Rep Steele,
Designation.
Rep Takak,
Designation.
Rep Young.
Designation.
Chair James,
Present.
Rep Armanini,
Here.
Rep Banta,
Designation.
Rep Barger,
Here.
Rep Cook,
Designation.
Rep Cooper,
Here.
Rep Flick,
Here.
Rep Jones,
Here.
Rep Pickett,
Designation.
Rep Smith,
Designation.
Rep Twardzik,
Present.
Rep Wentling.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you, Josh. So first, I'd like to call up House Bill 999, printer's number 1194. Josh, would you please explain the bill?
House Bill 999 authorizes the Commonwealth to place a privately funded semi-quincentennial bell on Capitol property to commemorate the 250th anniversary of the birth of the United States.
Thank you. Rep Gatos, would you like to speak on the bill?
Thank you, Madam Chair. And this is a pretty simple bill. This, as we know, we're celebrating the America's 250-year celebration. There's bells being put all over the state of Pennsylvania. And this is an opportunity to put one on the grounds of the Capitol. And the bell will commemorate the 250th anniversary. And it's, as we said, it's privately funded. And this is just a technical bill to hand over the property to the state to have the maintenance of that bell going forward. There was a bill that has been put, from 1976, and this just continues this. I'd like to just talk about a little bit about how important this is to us here in Pennsylvania, but also the United States. And there's a great quote. It said that celebrations like this should leave us feeling more connected to one another and firmly bound to the country that we all share. And so having a bell like this and having it at the Capitol, where people are going to celebrate all throughout, not this country, but also there's going to be tourism, people coming to this country, and it just really marks what we're very proud of. So it's just a simple bill to change that property over to the state so they can manage it through DGS.
Great, thank you so much. And I see that Rep Young is here and Rep Cook just walked in, so we have a couple of members who are present. So the question is, will the committee report the bill? And on that question, does anyone wish to speak? Representative Cepeda Freitas.
Thank you so much, and I think that's a great idea. Who will use? It says privately funded. Who's funding this? I'm curious.
Those are through the donations. It's all throughout. It's the bells that they have for the Capitol. So it's not any single donor. It's all part of the private donations that are going into the America's 250.
Rep Brennan.
Thank you, Chairwoman. First of all, I want to say I absolutely love everything we're doing with PA 250. I think the bell is a wonderful symbol to have. I'm going to vote yes, but one thing I would just encourage us all to look at as we're moving forward with this bill, I'm just a little concerned that there's no sunset provision on this and there's a fixed location. I feel like we should be giving General Service or whoever's controlling this bill, 15, 20 years down the road, some flexibility that it literally says shall as a fixed location. I do think we should give General Services or whoever's managing this more control. But either that or a sunset provision. I just want to raise that as something so we're not going to have to come back and play with this later. But that's just one concern I wanted to raise.
They will have control over it like any other asset that is here on the property.
As written right now, it says an exact location and shall. It does say that they'll have ability to, they have to control it in perpetuity, and that they can control the maintenance, but it says a shall as an exact location. I think we should look at that, and as we're moving this bill forward, just making sure that, at PA 300 or whatever, we have some flexibility. We're not addressing this, or even 5 years from now, just to give them some control over where this is going to be located. Only concern.
Well, they actually do. If you look on line 20, it says cooperation. The Department of General Services shall cooperate regarding the construction and placement. So that they will have an absolute say in where it's going to go. And then, of course, once it's there, like any other property, piece of items here on the Capitol, they can move them.
And I maybe this is a drafting issue, but when I read location of monument and it has a shall, you're going to end up with some nominal, potential, arguable authority, and this is going to end up in one spot forever unless we clean it up. So I hope we do at some point. That's my only concern.
Sure, no taken. And if you have any other suggestions, we'll make sure that those are put in there to clarify.
Rep. Barger?
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. Just
Hi, Sal.
for clarification, it's the same bell design that has gone to each of the counties in the Commonwealth. It's the same look.
Yes.
So is there an artist that has been commissioned to kind of, in our county, we painted ours to kind of thematically represent our county, or we?
I don't know the answer to that one.
Okay, I'm just trying
Yeah.
to envision what it looks like, but thanks. I think this is such a fun thing to participate in. I would encourage all the members, not just on this committee, but in the General Assembly, that if they are doing a bell dedication in your county, make every effort to be there. It's just very cool kind of thing, and it's kind of like connects our local communities to the Commonwealth and the birthplace of our republic. So I participated in one, so much fun. I look forward to participating in this one here in the Capitol grounds. So thanks for introducing the bill.
Well, and thank you for your remarks today.
That's great. Chair James?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just want to make a comment in support of Representative Gato's bill and allow you to all know that she is part of the membership of the America 250 PA, and we are doing everything we can think of, as she is, to represent ourselves well, because we are the birthplace of liberty. So thank you for your bill.
You're welcome. We do indeed have an opportunity to showcase Pennsylvania, and what's really important is to have something very lasting. There are concerts, there are events, there are things like that, which is great to celebrate, but leaving legacy items that people can visit, see, particularly the bells in the different counties, it really all connects all of us together, and I think this is an important monument to have this here in the state capitol. Thank you.
Oh, Jenny Stratton wants to speak.
Yeah, I just want to clarify for Representative Barger. So this particular bell is going to be one of the commemorative bells, which there's a couple of those already installed. One in Wayne County and one in Susquehanna County, one at the Dennis Farm and one at Hawley Silk Mills. There's going to be one put in Allentown and one put in York as well. The other bells are the fiberglass bells. So this bell is going to be a bronze bell, and it will be the only one that will actually ring. The other bells are more of a fiberglass commissioned piece. Rather, this is a commemorative iron large piece.
But the designs are similar.
Similar,
It's
correct.
just a material.
I was
Correct.
just showing
Yeah.
pictures of our bell up here.
Correct.
I'm having a hard time deciding which one is cooler. They're both pretty neat, so either way, I think it's a great addition to the Capitol
Absolutely,
complex.
but there are two separate initiatives going on with America 250. There's
Yeah.
the commemorative bells, which are the very large, heavy bronze replicas, and then there's also the fiberglass ones, just to clarify.
I have to say, I really appreciate your saying that, because to tell you the truth, I think I was a little confused that it was going to be one of the fiberglass
Oh,
bells.
no. I'm sorry if I.
No,
not
I'm
articulate that.
delighted to hear this. Having grown up right outside of Philadelphia, the Liberty Bell was a place always to go to, and I think it's really terrific that it's going to be here in Harrisburg. So now I feel like I'm really looking forward to it. I was kind of looking forward to it before, but now you've got all my attention. So thank you for bringing this forward. So with no further discussion, I'm going to call the roll for House Bill 999. Are there any negative votes? No. So the bill passes unanimously and will be reported as committed. So thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you.
Let's see. Now I would like to call up House Bill 1424, printers number 1653. Josh, would you please explain the bill?
House Bill 1424 exempts privately owned campgrounds from local amusement and admission taxes.
So I see that Rep. Zimmerman is here, and as the co-prime, my understanding is that you would like to speak on behalf of this bill?
Thank you, Chair Daly and Chair Lee, and also the members of the Tourism Committee. So Representative Takak was unable to attend today and asked as co-prime if I would attend and speak on behalf in support of 1424. So 1424 is really a very straightforward bill. It amends Act 511 to clarify that recreational campgrounds in Pennsylvania are exempt from locally enacted amusement taxes. The imposition of this amusement tax is resulting in significantly increasing costs to consumers up to 10% of the admission for overnight accommodations, making the option unaffordable for many. Camping is and always has been an affordable vacation option for families and especially young families. This bill is supported by both Pennsylvania Campground Owners Association and also the Pennsylvania Restaurant and Lodging Association. So just ask that you would all vote in support of House Bill 1424. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So the question is, will the committee report the bill as committed? On that question, is there anyone who would like to speak on this bill? Yes, fine.
Thank
Go
you,
ahead.
Chairwoman. Quick question.
Sure.
So it exempts the guests that are attending the campgrounds for recreational purposes, not the actual campground owner. I'm a
Right,
little,
so-
you can clarify that for me,
Yeah,
please.
so what happens, Representative, is that a municipality some of the municipalities have been adopting ordinances that requires the campgrounds to tax, and then they pass that along to those that are, the campers that are actually visiting that campground, and they can tax up to 20 or 10% of the cost of camping. And the original law that was passed many years ago was intended for amusement parks. And so somewhere along the way, some municipalities added campgrounds, and this would exempt the campgrounds. It's really a clarification, but thank you.
Representative Brennan?
Thank you, Chairwoman. I want to thank Representative Zimmerman for bringing up all the benefits of this bill. I'm also a co-prime on this. I want to thank the Chairwoman for bringing it up as well. This is a great bill. I mean, we've seen a lot over the last 2-3 years about outdoor recreation in Pennsylvania and trying to find ways to encourage that. And the chances for our residents to enjoy some of these natural resources are, they're becoming more limited. So this is a bill that I think encourages tourism, that helps us preserve one of those really essential pieces to doing it right. And I know there are a lot of them are struggling, so I really appreciate this bill, and I look forward to voting yes.
Excellent, thank you. I also want to just announce that Representative Serrato has joined us. And I would like to also just add that I'm grateful to you for bringing up, but I think it is a really good bill, and hoping that we can move it through the entire process this year. So the question is, will the committee report the bill as committed? And on that question, we already did that, sorry, I apologize. So with no further discussion, I'm going to call the roll for House Bill 1424. Are there any negative votes? No. Nope. So No, sorry. The bill will be reported as committed, and we can move on to the resolutions that are on our agenda.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. So first, I'd like to call up House Resolution 205, printers number 1464, and for Caribbean Heritage Month in Pennsylvania. Josh, please explain the resolution. 205. Oh, sorry. I just said that. Sorry. I'd like to call up House Resolution 205, printers number 1464.
House Resolution 205 designates June 24th, 2025 as Universal Day of the Romanian Blouse in Pennsylvania. No, it's 205. I know. Put that back in. We're going in order. 205.
So would you like to speak, Representative Peter Freitas? Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chairwoman Joe Daly and Chairman James. Colleagues, I'm here to respectfully ask for your support of my resolution recognizing June 24th as Romanian Blouse Day in Pennsylvania. The traditional Romanian blouse is more than just a garment. It is a living symbol of cultural identity, artistry, and intergenerational heritage. Around the world and here in Pennsylvania, June 24th is celebrated as a day to honor this tradition, which has become a bridge between culture, creativity, and community. As a representative for the 129th District, I've witnessed firsthand the contributions of our growing and vibrant Romanian community. This is a population deeply engaged in civic life, entrepreneurship, and cultural preservation. Recognizing Romanian Blouse Day is one small but meaningful way we can uplift their heritage and highlight the role cultural traditions play in shaping a richer, more inclusive Pennsylvania. Beyond cultural pride, this resolution supports the broader goals of this committee, boosting heritage tourism, supporting artisan traditions, and encouraging cultural events that drive economic activity in local communities across the Commonwealth. I urge the committee to support this resolution and help us uplift both the beauty of Romanian heritage and the potential it holds for cultural and economic enrichment. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So the question is, will the committee report the resolution? And on that question, the chair recognizes Chair James.
Thank you, Madam Chair. In the past, when resolutions have been offered, in most cases I have supported them because they do good work for causes in Pennsylvania or people in Pennsylvania or events in Pennsylvania. I find our 5 resolutions this morning to be superfluous. They do nothing noticeable for the advancement of Pennsylvania, which is why we're here in my estimation. So I will be a no on this resolution.
Representative Young.
Thank you so much for offering this resolution. I will say, although I am unfamiliar with the culture because I don't have those particular constituents wanting this particular piece of legislation in my district, I do believe as we are representing pieces of the Commonwealth, it's important for us to highlight as many great things as possible so that our constituents can feel that we are hearing their voices any way we can, even in government. And so my thought on this particular piece of legislation as it relates to this resolution is that however we can highlight good things that people want to celebrate in this Commonwealth, even before we get to the 250th anniversary of this great nation, I will be a yes on absolutely everything. People need hope. People need to know that we hear them any way we can. We are still people serving people, even in government. So I am an affirmed yes. Thank you.
Who else? Representative Jones?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I too am going to be a no on this amendment or this resolution. This resolution didn't appear on our agenda. And also, at what point, like what other articles are we going to start celebrating Lederhosen? Are we going to start, like what other, where does this stop? We are a republic, and we're not here to recognize every single thing for every single person. Now, we should celebrate culture, we should celebrate diversity, we should celebrate our ethnicity, but here in Pennsylvania, we are here to do the people's work. And if we continue down this path of endless resolutions on every single matter, we are wasting the people's time, and we are wasting the people's resources. This didn't appear on our agenda, and I agree with Chairman James that we have to draw a line in the sand at some point with these ongoing resolutions. Because of that, I will be a no.
Thank you. Is there anyone else? Oh, Representative Peter Freitas.
Thank you. I'm highly offended by some of the comments, but you know, I'm not gonna get emotional, but I will say this. As a legislator, we're here doing the people's work, and in doing the people's work, we're acknowledging the people that we are serving and that are highly contributing to our economy. And for those that would like to learn more about the Romanian culture, I have a flyer here. There's a 2-day event in Berks County if you'd like to participate and learn more and also give back, right? Because these are entrepreneurs who are investing time and effort in sharing their culture, and they are part of the fabric of our Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, which I am proud to serve. So yes, I'm here doing the people's work, and this is part of it. Thank you so much.
May I respond?
Who wants to respond?
May I respond?
Representative Jones.
Of course, I've meant no offense, and absolutely all of these cultures, including the Romanian culture, participate and contribute to our melting pot that is the United States, that is the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. But when it comes to the amount of time that we spend on resolutions in this legislature, I think that we cannot possibly recognize every single piece of everybody's culture, or when we're getting into like actual like particular garb and the recognition of individual pieces of garb. I think that is where we have gone too far down this path. So respectfully, I am a no. I mean no offense to any particular culture, but we cannot possibly take the time to recognize everybody's individual pieces of clothing when it comes to culture. Thank you.
And so I just wanted to also say that Representative Prokopiuk has joined us, and apparently there's somebody else who wants to speak. I'm not sure who it is. Is it you? Representative Young?
I was willing to
We're
pass on it.
celebrating free speech right now.
Yes, who's not at these days? But I will just say that once again, who are we the people, and who are we celebrating if not the people? I think I just want to end on that question. We are representing government, but we are still people, and we are here to still serve and celebrate the people. And so on this particular committee in tourism, and as we're highlighting culture and people and diversity in this Commonwealth, how dare we stifle what people want to celebrate as they are our constituents? So I just want to, I guess, end on that particular question. That's it. Thank you.
And I would like to just add that I am supportive of this bill. When I first became a chair on the Tourism and Recreation Committee, I was impressed by the fact that the thing that we heard most about was community jobs and economic development. And I think that this resolution actually fits within all three of those areas. There are people who made those Romanian blouses. There are festival, a 2-day festival being put on. So it's going to have an economic development, it's going to have recreation, and it certainly looks at communities. So I think that as a melting pot, we can respect the resolutions that are brought before us. It doesn't mean that every single person is going to get a resolution, but certainly I think this has been brought forward by a member of the committee who is sharing her community with us, and I appreciate that. So it looks like we're going to need a roll call for House Resolution 205, and I'd ask Josh to please call the roll.
Chair Daley,
Yes.
Rep Bellman,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Boyd,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Brennan,
Yes.
Representative Cepeda Freitas,
Yes.
Representative Serrato,
Yes.
Representative Powell,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Probst,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Prokopiak,
Yes.
Representative Rivera,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Rusnak, Representative Steele,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Takak,
Yes, by designation.
and Representative Young.
And we'll note, although she did just vote for herself, Representative Resnick has joined us. Okay, so you can finish.
Chair James,
No.
Representative Armanini,
No.
Representative Banta,
Designation, no.
Representative Barger,
No.
Representative Cook,
No.
Representative Flick,
Yes.
Representative Jones,
No.
Representative Pickett,
Designation, no.
Representative Smith,
Designation, no.
Representative Twardzik,
No.
Representative Wentling.
Yes.
I think you skipped me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Representative Cooper. I'm sorry.
I'm a yes.
The bill, or the resolution passes.
Do you have the numbers?
16 to 10.
The ayes are 16 and the nays are 10. The resolution will be reported as committed, and we'll move on to the next piece of legislation.
All right, now we're 246.
Okay. I'd like to call up House Resolution 246, printers number 1803. Josh, would you please explain the resolution?
House Resolution 246 recognizes the month of June 2025 as Caribbean Heritage Month in Pennsylvania.
Representative Scott is not here, so we can move forward. So the question is, will the committee report the resolution? On that question, the chair recognizes, any hands up? Representative Cepeda Freitas.
Thank you, Chairwoman. I just want to say I fully support this bill. As a proud daughter of immigrants from the Caribbean island of the Dominican Republic, I am in support. Thank you so much. I want to thank the maker of this bill for bringing this forward. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? All right. With no further discussion, oh, wait, no, you said you weren't going to. So with no further discussion, I'm going to call the roll for House Resolution 246. Those in favor of reporting the bill as committed will vote aye. Those opposed, no. Josh, please call the roll.
Chair Daley,
Yes.
Representative Bellman,
Yes.
by designation.
By designation. Sorry.
Representative Boyd,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Brennan. Yes. Representative Cepeda Freitas,
See.
Representative Serrato,
Yes.
Representative Powell,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Probst,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Prokopiak. Yes. Representative Rivera,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Rusnak. Yes. Representative Steele,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Takak,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Young. Chair James,
No.
Representative Armanini,
No.
Representative Banta,
No by designation.
Representative Barger,
No.
Representative Cook,
No.
Representative Cooper,
Yes.
Representative Flick,
Yes.
Representative Jones,
No.
Representative Pickett,
No by designation.
Representative Smith,
No by designation.
Representative Twardzik,
Talk.
Representative Wentling.
Yes.
On the question, the,
Said me.
Oh, really? Yes. I do. Thank you.
It is 18 to 8.
So on the question, the ayes are 18 and the nays are 8. And the resolution will be reported as committed. Now I'd like to call up House Resolution 247, printers number 1816. Josh, please explain the resolution.
House Resolution 247 designates the month of June 2025 as Golf Tourism Month in Pennsylvania.
So the prime sponsor is here. Representative McAndrews, would you like to speak?
All right. First, I hope that you don't think my comments are superfluous, and I hope that you don't mind my garb. Anyways. So this month we celebrated, and I recently became co-chair of the Golf Caucus for our House as on the Democratic side. One of the main reasons I did so and accepted the role was because of the impact that golf has on my community and in my area. I'm not good at golf, but I don't. But that being said, it gives me a chance to speak about something that is important to me. The U.S. Open just came through in June and through my community of Oakmont recently, and was a big celebration. We had estimates of 250,000 people going through the community and through the Pennsylvania and Western PA region. We had an economic impact of over $200 million, estimated based on that event in itself and that span, whether it was the practice rounds or the actual rounds themselves, which last 4 days. The reason I think that this is so important is because not just that we have golf in a region or in the state or whatnot, but the fact that we have that impact on the region and the corridor itself. So I grew up in my area. I'm from there originally, and through my time there, my family owned restaurants and other establishments. The main establishment that my uncle owned was the Oakmont Tavern. And so whenever I was 9 years old and the first U.S. Open came through, I remember, going to my uncle's restaurant to help him bust tables because we had loads of people coming through. The next time it came through, whenever I was 17, I ended up parking cars to try raising a little bit extra money, as a 17-year-old. The next time it came through, as a 24-year-old, I helped my uncle bartend to make sure that he had enough staff members available to provide for the patrons that were coming through the region at that time. And now, as a 34-year-old, I once again am delighted to see the U.S. Open come back through the community. And what I saw is a chance to really help support the community and lift it up. And so I think that's an important thing to happen for our region, and I think it tells a tale that a lot of people experience. A lot of people this weekend, last weekend, had their kids parking cars or bussing tables or bartending or doing that extra little work to get that extra little money in their pocket. And not only that, but we then had restaurants and hotels and really entrepreneurs come away profitable from this experience. So that being said, I think that this is important. I think that this is something that does have a large impact in the state. We do have the PGA Championship coming next year to Aronimink in Delaware County, and I think that this is something that we should be celebrating and we should be trying to engage in to expand in this economic opportunity that Pennsylvania has with our, extremely well-known golf courses. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative. So the question is, will the committee report the resolution on that question? The chair recognizes. Does anyone want to speak on this? But Chair James would like to.
I would. Thank you, Madam Chair. Representative McAndrew, thank you very much for the bill. At least this one is actually here, although the Scots invented golf many years ago. I actually represent the oldest 9-hole golf course in the United States of America in Foxburg. I would be superfluous if I didn't vote yes on this bill, so I will. Resolution.
And I would just like to say that I had the opportunity to go to the tournament that was on the eastern side of the state in Montgomery County within my district, and I would have to say I've seen it on TV, really different walking around and enjoying the beautiful day there. So thank you for bringing this forward. It's certainly the first time I think we saw the golf association come to Harrisburg, which was a good visit a couple of weeks ago. So thanks for bringing this forward. With no further discussion, I'm going to call the roll for House Resolution 247. Are there any negative votes? We don't know. So, Josh, would you call the roll?
Chair Daly,
Yes.
Representative Bellman,
Yes by designation.
Representative Boyd,
Yes by designation.
Representative Brennan. Yes. Representative Cepeda Freitas,
Yes.
Representative Serrato,
Yes.
Representative Powell,
Yes by designation.
Representative Probst,
Yes by designation.
Representative Prokopiak. Yes. Representative Rivera,
Yes by designation.
Representative Rusnak.
Yes.
Representative Steele,
Yes by designation.
Representative Takak,
Yes by designation.
Representative Young.
Yes.
Chair James.
Yes.
Representative Armanini,
Yes.
Representative Banta,
Designation, yes.
Representative Barger,
Yes.
Representative Cook. Yes. Representative Cooper,
Yes.
Representative Flick. Yes. Representative Jones.
Yes.
Representative Pickett,
Designation, yes.
Representative Smith,
Designation, yes.
Representative Twardzik,
4, yes.
Representative Wentling.
Yes.
26 to 0.
So on the question, the ayes are 26, the nays are 0, and the resolution will be reported as committed. And we can next move to. Thank you, Representative McAndrews. I'd like to call up House Resolution 259, printers number 1928. And Josh, please explain the resolution.
House Resolution 259 recognizes August 24th, 2025 as Ukrainian Independence Day in Pennsylvania.
And I don't see Representative Piali. The question is, will the committee report the resolution? On that question, the chair recognizes anyone with their hand up. Nobody's speaking. So with no further discussion, I'm going to call the roll for House Resolution 259. Are there any negative votes? Yes. So we move to the roll call. Josh?
Chair Daly,
Yes.
Representative Bellman,
Yes by designation.
Representative Boyd,
Yes by designation.
Representative Brennan. Yes. Representative Cepeda Freitas.
Yes.
Representative Serrato.
Yes.
Representative Powell,
Yes by designation.
Representative Probst,
Yes by designation.
Representative Prokopiak. Yes. Representative Rivera,
Yes by designation.
Representative Rusnak,
Yes.
Representative Steele,
Yes by designation.
Representative Takak,
Yes by designation.
Representative Young.
Yes.
Chair James,
No.
Representative Armanini,
No.
Representative Banta,
No, by
Rep-
designation.
Representative Barger,
No.
Representative Cook,
No.
Representative Cooper,
No.
Representative Flick,
No.
Representative Jones,
No.
Representative Pickett,
No by designation.
Representative Smith,
No by designation.
Representative Twardzik,
Yes.
Representative Wentling.
Yes.
24 to 2.
On the question, the ayes are 24 and the nays are 2. The resolution will be reported as committed. And I'd now like to call up House Resolution 265, printers number 1963.
Wasn't it 16? Oh, I did the math. I'm sorry. It's 16. I'm sorry. 16 to 8.
16.
16 to 10.
Thank you, I was gonna correct it.
Yeah, sorry. I did the wrong math.
And I just listened to it. So we're going to move back to House Resolution 259. And on the question, the ayes were 16 and the nays are 10. So the resolution will be reported as committed. And now we can move to House Resolution 265, printers number 1963. And Josh, please explain the resolution.
House Resolution 265 designates September 4th, 2025 as Taekwondo Grandmasters Appreciation Day in Pennsylvania.
And Representative Malagari is not here. The question is, will the committee report the resolution? On that question, the chair recognizes whoever raises their hand. I don't see anyone. With no further discussion, I'm going to call the roll for House Resolution 265. Are there any negative votes? Yes. So, Josh, would you call the roll?
Chair Daly,
Yes.
Representative Bellman,
Yes by designation.
Representative Boyd,
Yes by designation.
Representative Brennan. Yes. Representative Cepeda Freitas.
Yes, by designation.
Representative Serrato,
Yes.
Representative Powell,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Probst,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Prokopiak,
Yes.
Representative Rivera,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Rusnak,
Ye-
Representative Steele,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Takak,
Yes, by designation.
Representative Young. Chair James.
No.
Representative Armanini,
No.
Representative Banta,
Designation, no.
Representative Barger,
No.
Representative Cook, Representative Cooper, Representative Flick, Representative Jones, Representative Pickett,
No by designation.
Representative Smith,
No by designation.
Representative Twardzik,
Yes.
Representative Wentling.
Yes.
17 to 9.
So on the question, the ayes are 17 and the nays are 9. The resolution will be reported as committed. And Chair James, did you have anything you would like to say at the end of the meeting? No? All right.
Thank you.
I just want to thank everybody for being here today, and we will move on. And the meeting will be adjourned.